Hi there, Myra McDonald here. Bear with me a second while I try to zoom in a little on my cards. I thought we'd do a video on a few cards I've made recently. I know I've done more on junk journals, but I think there's some ideas in cards that could easily be adapted into junk journals when you're doing stamping. I thought I would run you through a few of the cards I've made recently, see what you think. If there's anything you feel I would benefit from adding to the cards, by all means leave me a comment. The images I've used in these are all from TsunamiRose on Etsy. I'll run you through the stamps and the sort of things that I've done with them. This particular card is primarily done in shades of blue and brown. No colours that I would normally put together, but I think they work quite well. The actual image itself had, as well as sepia tones, a bit of a blue tinge to it down the bottom here. So what I did is I've used Lindy Stamp Gang sprays in a shade of blue and a shade of brown for the background of the card itself, and then I've done some stenciling work here, both again using, I think it was some ocean name, I can't remember what it was. It's one of the Tim Holtz and good old Vintage Photo. You can't go wrong with Vintage Photo, can you? Used them for my background and then did some stamping. The stamps on these are, I think, just looking over it, yeah, they're all from Crafty Individuals, apart from this one here, which is Handle with Care, which is a Tim Holtz one. I've also used metal corners, and there's some matting underneath in the corners in a shade of brown to again match in with the card. As I said, I mean, these are things that could be adapted for pages in junk journals quite easily, or even tags if you're making tags. Obviously you don't use an image quite as big, but the basic premise is there for you to adapt. This card is mostly shades of brown, quite sepia in tone. I used a napkin here which I decoupaged onto a sheet of designer paper I already had, and then just used a tonic dye to cut it out with a sort of, it's got a kind of, you wouldn't call it serrated, but I'm not sure what it is. It's not plain edge, put it like that. Then I ran round the edge of it with black soot distress ink. The image again, TsunamiRose. I just cut out the image from the photograph and ran round her using Vintage Photo. The stamps in the back, again, Crafty Individuals primarily, and I think there's a couple of wee ones that I've used from just wee stamp sets that I had lying about the house. Put a little row of lace around here. This was lace with little pearls on it. I just thought it looked quite nice, almost like the bottom of her dress. Added a nice wee touch to the card anyway. And I thought you can leave me a comment into that one. This one got loose with the sewing machine again. What I did here was I had actually prepared this background in as far as I'd used the Lindy Stamp Gang sprays on it at some point in the past. It's yellow and a kind of orangey shade. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, that it looks quite kind of radiantly gold. If you get the angle right, I can see it, but I'm not sure if the camera's getting it or not. I had got some little stamps from eBay. They didn't have a name, but I mean they were seriously dirt cheap, that were all sort of sewing related. So, you know, you had the body shape here, the sort of stand, you had the buttons, the thread, the needle, the scissors, and I just stamped them on the background a lot on top of some stenciling that I'd used as well. I can't even remember, I think I used one of the orange shades initially, a Tim Holtz to do the stenciling, but it really didn't show up very well, so good old vintage photo, hey! Do you know, see if that man hadn't invented vintage photo distress ink, I don't know what I would have done with my life, because it's about the only thing I use on a really regular basis. Cut around my image again, stuck her on using just, here's the glue that I've been using recently, Cosmic Shimmer, just normal run-of-the-mill kind of acrylic glue. It's free advertising for the ink spot, not that I should imagine they'll notice. The ink spot's a wee shop here in Hamilton, it's the only craft shop there is anywhere near me. Cut round her, as I've said, and I ran round her distress-wise with the vintage photo again, stuck her down and then stamped on top of her with the sewing machine that also came as part of this set. Did a wee bit of sewing down the edge with my trusty sewing machine that I bought recently, and used a wee bit of tulle up the top, a wee bit of material, a wee bit of lace sewed together, and then I stuck a wee button on top of that in the corner. Matted and layered on brown cardstock again. It's a very warm card. Given that she's got a pink dress, I should maybe have considered doing a pinkish background, but oh well, hindsight's 2020. Right, and my last card that I've got for you here. She looks very regal, this lady. I don't know who she is. I don't know who she, I mean, she may well have been some sort of Grand Duchess or something like that, or maybe even some European princess, who knows. Or she might just have been a model. But hey, let's invent a lovely history for the woman. Gives us something to do, eh? Used shades of blue and pink on this one. She had a pink dress, so I had already prepared the background, and I'd ran over the corner with one of the gold shades of Lindy's. This particular one was in the background the way it's done. I don't know again if it'll show up. Hopefully it'll show up on the camera, I'm not sure, but we'll wait and see when I run it back. The way it's prepared is you spray your image, and the mica and the image obviously settles. You spray a fair bit, I must add. You then take a bit of cling film, scrunch it up, open it up a wee bit, and put it on top, and kind of scrunch it again, and then leave it to dry. And it leaves patterns, if you like. I'm really hoping these show up, I don't know if they will, but it leaves patterns on the background and they look really quite impressive. Anyway, stamped this with Tim Holtz stamps this time. This one wasn't Tim Holtz. I think it was a Stampendous stamp, I'm not entirely sure. This, I think, was Crafty Individuals, if memory serves me right. And that's about it, really. Did the matting layer on this one on using a kind of blue shade to match in with the blue background. And that's us. As I've said, all the images came from TsunamiRose. It's just a question of once you've printed out the picture, you cut round the image. Obviously you've got to watch when you're doing these sort of things that you're picking an image that's going to be a suitable size for whatever project you're going to do. All my cards are 6x6, so it's, you know, I can't afford to make them too big, but at the same time you don't want them too small that they just kind of disappear into things. So that's that for me in terms of the cards. My next projects are probably going to be more cards. Did some fussy cutting of some images I got from another Etsy seller. I think she's known as Digital Collage Club. Cut out some of these recently, and I'll be planning on using them in whatever project comes next. So stay tuned, or well, subscribe anyway, and you'll get notified when my next video goes up, and you can let me know what you think of this one. Thanks for your time, everybody. See you later. Bye.